Just as I expected. The Threnodian took notice of you the moment you learned the truth.
Alright, I don't know what the hell happened there, like, hey Jack and hey LA. I don't know what happened there, like, my stream has never crashed, and I'm streaming this on my PS5. So like I said, Jack Boy, Goro even, or human Goro for the matter,
a half-horse, half-sea creature
he eviscerates Wesker. Equal stats or not, Garo is still a lot more ruthless, a better martial artist than Wesker could ever be.
Who knows how much longer they can endure? I wish to ask you to persuade the Sentinel of Jinzhou, Jue, to come to Renacita.
And also I ran a network check. Everything's running fine. Didn't expect them to cause at least. No.
In return, I will agree.
The fact of the matter is that Goro, he consistently strives to be the strongest, while Wesker is he did kind of have a similar mindset.
I understand the position.
But at the same time, he was mainly more hands off up until the events of Resident Evil 5. But even then, he was still more hands off.
Perhaps a stay.
Well, now back up. Again, Composite Link versus Tarnish. Not sure if I mentioned it, but I haven't got around to playing Elder Ring, so I'll say Link by default, at least from what I know so far. Exactly. Is there any bad weather? No, I'm not sure if I mentioned this, but I'm in Florida, and as of recently, it is sunny and humid as fuck.
It mentioned a maiden who would emerge as the Sentinel's resonator and later save
my network is running fine, so part of me is guessing it's mainly a PlayStation Network thing.
Care to elaborate?
Maybe.
The part regarding the maiden isn't entirely fiction. The Sentinel does indeed appoint a maiden to be their resonator, though not in the way the Carnival would have you believe. No. It's through resonance with a very particular artifact.
Hey, what's up, Jason? Nintendo catchers have some good scaling.
Wields the power to split
he legit thought a Queen's Xenomorph versus
space.
Ridley was a fair fight, wasn't?
They can withdraw a portion of power.
I've been there before,
that
many times.
Frequency will match the Imperator's own.
But I tell you, if I watch Invincible, what do you think Conquest would
came to
have done if he arrived
sealed with the very
on
powers
Earth during
of the Sentinel
Invincible War?
And the artifact used to select their resonator.
Have I seen Invisible? Some, but I haven't got that far in it.
Only the chosen one may hope to draw it.
Feels good as you might be on Discord right now.
About Cardathea?
The martyred maiden. The nature of her resonance is unclear to me. Perhaps she resonated with the Threnodian, or perhaps with the Sentinel in its corrupted form. But choosing her could not have been the Sentinel's will. That's because the maiden was already dead. In the past, Each year, the Thessalia family would hold the divine trials to select those with the strongest will. These young women would attempt to resonate with Turvin's powers, while overclocked, of course. Though none succeeded, some saw fragments of the truth hidden within the resonance. I was one of them. There was a moment where I glimpsed the Sentinel's corrupted form and the inverted ruin suspended in the sky. I also learned that only Turvin can break the barrier of that sonorosphere. When I awoke from that vision, I discovered a line of words inscribed onto my hand. I would never mistake my own handwriting. That is precisely why I'm searching for other possibilities.
Wouldn't Vesper versus Garo be more fair?
The words were, "The maiden is dead."
An inverted ruin suspended in the sky. Her and Cardathia's descriptions bear many similarities. If Turvin is the key to entering the Sonarosphere, it stands to reason that Imperator may have played a role in the sphere's creation. If I can confirm
depends
that
on
Turvin
what
was truly
form you
left
give
by Imperator,
Garo.
at least it would prove that neither are lying. Cantarella said she was over.
If it's human Garo,
she tried resonating with
he
That's
invisible
exactly
beast
what
him.
happened with Jinchi.
Monster Garo,
Could Imperator be trying to restore their power through a second awakening?
and it's all assuming that you're going with current invisible.
If that's the case, my
Monster
prediction should
Garo,
cause a
invisible
reaction.
still beats him.
That's one way to confirm
Cosmic
what they're
Garo.
saying.
By all means.
What the hell?
Rover, who are you really?
You don't even know how badly Homer gets destroyed by him.
Arbiter?
Well, I have some information and theories of my own.
Very bad.
Care to hear them?
Please.
Heck, both Invincible
Enlighten me.
and Garo can solo the boys verse.
I would never have imagined someone already considered a martyr could still be alive. What surprises me even more is the connection you have with the Sentinel. We Thessalias revere Imperator as our one true divinity, and yet, here you stand, the arbiter of the Sentinel.
You can really highball
Would it be
Homelander as
befitting to
much
address
as you
you
want,
as
but he's still not
master?
putting a scratch on Garo or
Then
fuck what
I
was his
present my
name?
request once more. Are you willing to help rescue
You can
our Sentinel and pull
highball
Renacita back
the
from
boys
brink of
verse as much as you
chaos?
want. They're still not putting a scratch on Invincible or Garo. How strong is my character? Well, stats or like actual power scaling wise. Yeah, stats-wise,
can only serve its purpose while
I put a lot of time, effort, and determination to building.
The only question now is how we reach Cardathia,
female rover.
Imperator Sonaro sphere.
Actual power scaling.
We can discuss it on the way.
So you are the one that Cardathia sent.
At least from what I know so far, I'll say
a question that you already know the answer to.
Faster than
Why bother
faster,
asking?
maybe massively faster than light. Given
Although
that,
being described
if you
as a jellyfish.
Given that rover has flat out reacted to
There is a cable
spectral-based
car in the lower
attacks,
levels of the Phasalia estate that leads directly to the Sonara
and
sphere.
at least
The mechanism
maybe
beside that wall
multi-continental. Given
Are all
that if
these
you
mechanisms
scale,
really necessary?
Convenient.
if you're scaling rover to the Sentinels,
Why do the Phasalias have a cable car that leads directly to the Sonaro sphere?
Before it became a Sonara sphere,
with I
it
believe
was
it's mentioned that
known as the martyred
the
maiden
Sentinel
once-
in Huanglong is responsible for forming Mount Fremne. But at the same time, I have not looked into
You seem
Wuthering Waves
perturbed.
scaling
Are you
yet.
still gathering your thoughts?
Keyword
Everything that's
yet.
happened has all lined up so
So this is all based on
makes me think it's too
assumption.
good to be true.
I'd like to share a different
I think one
perspective.
between Tyrion Ruby and Toji,
Rivers
she's kind
eventually
of equal
converge
speed.
into the same ocean. If a goal is mutual, then it's only a matter of
I'll
time
say
before they meet.
Toji. He's
Our choices and our
debatably
will have led
more
us to this
skilled.
situation.
It also depends
Not the
on what
wishes of
weapons
fate.
you're giving him.
You are quite different from what the rumors
fuck was
say.
He was also a lot more
And what rumors
ruthless
have you heard?
and level-headed, while Tyrion is
That
really
you're a
unhinged.
A mystic obsessed with the crafting of poison. Oh, and that you poisoned your predecessor.
And also, we really don't have a lot to
kinds of
go off of
rumors.
for Tyrion,
A recluse.
aside
On
from
the
his
contrary,
very brief
I've been
showings.
searching for a solution to the Sentinel's plight.
Not sure how he
and
scaled Mass Effect
rarely
characters.
returned to Renacita. After most of my leads
I'll say,
fell
like,
short,
at
a
best,
friend
like,
at Minton
a high-tier
in Huanglong
hypersonic.
introduced me to the stories they were telling of you.
And
A friend?
maybe around building level.
All
So about
the
what,
affairs of
so about
Huanglong
where Raymond
states
put Nox from
eventually land in
Wakfu
one person's
and Bao from
hands.
Fire Emblem.
Would you care to take a guess at the identity of this friend of mine?
Why not put the other rumors to rest?
Yeah, at
Because the
least
rest
for
of them
now, until I
are
actually get around
true.
to scaling Rover.
I see it will take more than that to rattle you, huh? I assure you.
Because fuck me,
This
if
is no
here's the thing, if you've
jest.
seen it, if you've seen what I post on the matches
We
new matches I
Thessalians
plan
have
for
lived under
post
the
on
Thrinovian
Discord, you know
whispers for
exactly what I'm getting
generations.
myself into.
Once the soul fractures, the mind will follow until only a puppet
The things I do.
remains. When the soul of the ruling head falters, Thessalia tradition dictates
Gotcha
that
games makes my
the
life so
successor
difficult.
usher them into eternal slumber with a poison of
okay.
their own making. My succession ritual,
Don't.
well,
don't
an
kill her.
unforeseen incident gave rise to whispers that sparked those rumors.
Got Red Bull, coconut ore,
How long
poppy.
has this been going on?
For centuries, every generation.
Now imagine finding praising sound for Toji. Tired to stab him or just say
Outside,
something like,
they call
"Is that
me
actually you don't care?"
Bane,
And it's
but
possible.
historically every head of
Because
the Thessalia
Tyrion,
family has
Tyrion is a
carried
massive
such
stable
title.
simp.
It just so happens that I am the most potent one yet. We've reached the old seminary's undercrypt. The gateway into the Sonara sphere itself lies at its center. We shall continue on foot from here. Strange. This area was clear of tacit discords on my last visit. And there's no tacit field nearby. Could they have come from the Sonorosphere itself? Surge of deep tides.
Didn't think there would be Gulpuffs here.
Interesting. I've never seen such little creatures
Oh,
before.
why am I actual rover?
I'd better not ask what she plans to do with them.
The road ahead will not be an easy one.
What exactly happened here?
The second dark tide. It occurred right here at the Avenonium, the largest seminary ever built by the Order. It arrived on the very day the Blessed Maiden passed her trial and was crowned by the Order. A day when the leaf burned brighter than ever. And when the darkness came, none escaped. These days, what most people remember is the seminary disappearing into the sky. But in truth, the dark tide that should have spread across Rinascita vanished along with it. Yet due to a lack of records, the second dark tide slowly faded from
between
memory.
classic series, Vilgax
I
and
was there when it all
transform into Prime.
Still an ordinary member of the family, watching it unfold from a boat just outside the seminary. It wasn't until later, when I attempted to resonate with Turvin, that I gained a partial glimpse of the Sonorosphere's interior.
Sounds like someone inside the seminary did something to stop the spread.
Precisely. It could very well have been part of his doing. But, as with the first time, there's also the chance it was the Sentinel who turned the tide. I can sense the conflict within you, the temptation to trust your maiden. But it's best to keep those thoughts to yourself for now. For the Threnodian knows where the heart is weakest, and it is there it strikes the hardest.
At least from... Yeah, I'll say Vilgax is as far as I'm aware. I don't think I've seen Transformers Prime.
I've ever managed to venture. Judging from the bits of information the Sentinel gave me, Turvin is the key to entering the Sonorosphere. And who can wield the Sword of Divinity but a Blessed Maiden?
Oh. I got a bad feeling about this. Mustilaco. I hate Marcus. Was it for sure the smack talk between Vilgax and AM version of Megatron would be legendary? Definitely.
Laureate, you have come. Greetings. I'm Cartathea, and you are?
Cantarella Phasalia.
Phasalia. It seems your ties with the Order are more complicated than they appear.
I had the privilege of watching the Blessed Maiden's performance at the Carnival once. I'm rather surprised. After all this time, you still look exactly as you did that day. But you and I should be around the same age.
also unsure of what's happened to me. I've been searching for answers.
So you just realized that Cybertron existed and 10 aliens like
Turvin, the one with the Sentinel's power sealed within.
Upgrade species would be like a nightmare for them.
You shouldn't have knowledge.
Oh, definitely.
Memories flowed into my mind just as you entered the Sonoros.
Especially for, I think his name was Malware.
Cantarella said that only those who
like, Malware is basically if
glimpses of its
the Venom symbiote were have a nightmare.
Would you mind if I tried touching it? The question of whose resonator I am is now perfectly clear. If I am not the Sentinel's resonator, then that must mean...
Don't jump to conclusions just yet. That doesn't prove you're the Threnodian's resonator, nor that you ate its cause.
Huh? This connection formed between the Sentinel and the Threnodian, the second Dark Tide, and the forming of this Sonorosphere.
Right now, you're the sole survivor of whatever happened that day.
Trying to chase out.
You really don't remember anything?
Russian star screen. Yeah.
As you spoke, I remembered a few more things. There are 2 other swords. The Sword of Discord, Hognis, and the Sword of Virtue, Haltia. Yes. Did you see them too? Placing the 3 swords on their respective pedestals should break the seal over the main tower. But why would this information be revealed to me now? Is this the Threnodians' doing?
If we do nothing, we'll never get any answers. Instead of speculating, we should use the clues we've gathered so far.
Well, you gotta go. Alright, thanks for stopping by, Ellie.
Please, Cartathea would suffice. I am but a fake after all.
I've waited for this moment. This chance to save the Sentinel. And my family. I will not turn back, even if this does turn out to be a trap. If the thought of the final answer troubles you, then I suggest you step aside. Rover and I will take care of this matter.
Since you are willing to overlook the possibilities of a trap, then there's no reason for me to worry and turn away. I underestimated your resolve. I'm sorry.
You watched season 1 of the DMC Netflix anime? Oh? What's your thoughts on it? That should mean something for Cora. She said her Camille training was most demanding and dangerous.
Simply place Turvin on the pedestal behind them, and this tower
that really depends on how you choose to take it.
What you said to Cartathea back there?
Rob?
I mean, what Catcher says about their training is different from reality right now. Fair point. guess we're going to the overworld.
Are you all right? The gravity that occupies this space is the opposite of what you're used to.
So how do you
It took me some time to get used to it too.
Military for commandos is hard factor in the space powers.
I believe it's to prevent them from falling to the ground. Tacit discords, the dark tide, and these ruins themselves.
I imagine it's also a symbolic reminder that our beliefs have been turned on their head.
I guess it'll more apply
this view
to
matches with what I saw at the time.
training experience.
Until you get used to the gravity here, I suggest we travel via phone.
Because part of me is really not sure how to judge that.
It's the name I gave to a gondola.
It kind of disappoints that President Batman didn't get started by White Rabbit. Hey, there's always next season.
This gondola only has 2 seats.
Oh dear, I completely forgot about this.
It seems I get to enjoy a free ride after you've scouted the paths ahead.
You look distracted. Still thinking about what Cantarella said about fearing answers?
My powers are very weak, and many tacit discords roam the sonorosphere. Thus, I've been limited in the areas I can explore. All I can do is sit here, lost in thought, trying to We'll be arriving at the first water rise soon. A few details, if you don't mind.
Feeling nervous?
Of course. The last time I tried to pass it like this... assure you that won't happen again. As for the rest of the way, I see it clearly now. Vines, over there. And that statue.
I can feel strong remnant energy coming from it.
The Order's remnant spark must be inside the statue. Legends speak of how the first Primus used it to purify the first Dark Tide. I see now. The lingering remnants of the Dark Tide must be trapping the spark. To release it, we'll need to clear away the remaining remnants binding it.
Netflix? Oh, what was it?
Once we have the remnant spark, we can use it to burn through the vines.
If the Threnodian created the Dark Tide, maybe Abby can absorb it.
Abby is still unwell. Perhaps we shouldn't burden it further. More Dark Tide remnants. Good thing there isn't much. Leave it to me.
Don't
worry. This much I can still handle.
I should have heard that one.
The vines are remnants of the Dark Tide. Foe won't be able to cross through them. Let's disembark here and find a way. This calibrator seems to be operational. One moment. That should do it. Why don't you give it a try?
What Vera could do in some duels against some guys from first series. I mean, more like could force crush him. Even if he gets involved himself, a whole lot of characters I know can really defend against a lightsaber. About a species of human called beastmen who had really turned to it. Neat.
It's turning. Rotate the gravity calibrator to change the direction of the gravity's pull. If we use this, we should be able to reach areas we previously couldn't.
Hopefully this helps. One more time. The hour is upon us.
Hurry. We need to purify the other statues before the Dark Tide's corruption returns.
Shit, wrong button. Fuck.
Sounds like Thorn's getting impatient. Let's head back.
One thing Cora could do with her box was show if you compare Yellow movie next to an Empire. Okay. Design of the Beastman makes a lot of sense compared to fonts for movie. Understandable.
Did you feel any discomfort while we were clearing out the remnants?
Nothing out of the ordinary. I felt fine. I suppose this alone is not enough to determine whose resonator I am.
You've helped a lot. About that for now. Another water rise is coming up. You planning to hold on to something?
Why didn't you tell me sooner?
By the way, you said the inverted gravity is to stop the Dark Tide from descending into the city. But all we've seen so far are just its remnants.
So what Cora did there might mean you know what you're
used to be the dark tide itself.
Yeah, more likely.
In these waters, gravity
The force is a lot more
anything
stronger
that's
in
invaded.
First Soul.
Its very essence is too. Obstacles ahead.
But it's still
Let's get off
worth
here.
mentioning at least.
There it is, up there. But judging by the distance, we'd be hard-pressed to make it back in time.
Can you use your ability from somewhere in between to clear them all at once?
I might not have that range. But there may be tacitite devices nearby that can help amplify my forte. Let's see if we can find one.
Also, small designs of the fonts is very lazy, as they just add parts of humans. Fair enough, but if you want to talk to anyone, talk to the original animators of Ruby, not... Well, I can't really say writer, because there was never really a main plot to begin with.
That's it. A tacitite device.
Leave it to me. Disperse. Hopefully this helps. Moment of resonance. Sounds come forth.
This should do the trick.
I sense your weakness. The hour is upon us. No hesitation. The end has come.
Thoughts about that. And Corda survived against the whole team of Arc's commandos and combat specialists when she was exhausted. They just keep some kind of way. Okay.
You okay?
Just catching my breath. You go get the remnant spark.
Also, one main character has more tragic backstory than Antor's. Damn.
Up ahead is the Tower of Salvation. That's where the first pedestal is located.
Tower of Salvation?
Yes, a name taken from the Order's Codex. I'd rather know I'm a villain than remain a wanderer, lost in a world without understanding. To live with no memory of the past. Would it be so different from choosing to end it all? I must find the answer. Only then will I know how to face the memories I still carry. As for you, if I really am...
I can take...
You mean we all know something like both because they can't hold to your soul
I should go back for Cantarella. Will you wait here for us?
Of course.
I hope you won't mind the extra trip, Foam.
I saw signs of battle along the way. Is anyone injured? You're not hiding anything from me, are you?
Your smile is rather concerning.
Oh, I insist. Here, take this.
It's a character didn't become a paid terrorist. If you really want to talk to anyone about how poorly written Adam is, you're gonna need to talk to you. Fuck, I don't remember. Look, I don't remember the who was Ryan Ruby back then. But talk to them, not me. Wait, I believe it might have been Miles Luna. Maybe.
There's no knowing what will happen once Turvin is placed on the pedestal. It's best we prepare ourselves.
No longer shall you bear these thorns as a reminder. Forged from primordial seas, this crown shall grant a new identity. Fleur-de-Lis, child of divinity, the Immaculate One, will you uphold the sacred teachings of the Order of the Deep?
I will.
Salvation, unity, ascension. Of these three doctrines, which do you choose?
I choose salvation. I wish to be the Master's blade, striking evil, upholding virtue, and offering salvation to those in peril.
In the name of divinity, I bestow upon you this crown. May the blood of justice never run dry. Through this sacred rite, you become the bridge between the heavens and the living. From this day forward, you shall be the Master's sole receiver and herald. Rise, blessed maiden, fleur-de-lis. None but the Master shall ever have the right to command you to bend the knee.
I told ya to stop sticking random stuff in here. Do you have any idea how messed up and humongous that frequency was? It's gonna give me indigestion. I should ask you that. What did you do just now, huh? I was dozing when bam! Out of nowhere, a giant blue ball landed on top of me. It almost squished me.
I'm guessing putting Turvin on the pedestal has something to do with it.
Oh, hey! It smells just as unnatural as that big gigantor back in Jinjo.
The Sentinel of Jinjo. If what our little echo friend says is true, then the frequency that entered your tacit mark could be Imperator's powers.
Huh? But the Sentinel isn't even here.
The power to split and manipulate space.
It is reminiscent of the moment of Turvin's creation. Only this time the place of confinement has become your tacit mark.
Why would it do that?
I believe it was meant for the true maiden. Under the right circumstances, the one to wield this sword and enter the Sonorosphere would be the Sentinel's resonator, the Blessed Maiden. The Sentinel entrusted their power to the Resonator so that she could lend assistance when the corruption of the Threnodian altered them. Quite logical, isn't it?
You don't seem too thrilled about it.
If Imperator set this in motion, then their original plan has already failed. Cardathia, that means your guidance holds the key now.
But
I believe in you. Is there anything else you remember?
I just remembered the day I was crowned by the Order, and the moment the dark tide descended upon us. Huh?
But I didn't see the dark tide.
That is all I can remember.
Is that what you saw?
You witnessed it as well, Cantarella.
No. I only saw fragmented, blurry images. They seemed to belong to other places within the Sonorosphere. I believe this is where we should rest. We'll wait until sunrise.
I'm gonna hit the sack as well. so cramped in here.
So I'm not sure if anyone for Syria would be impressed with scare Boba Fett outside some being run.
You mean besides being squashed behind that blue thing? Yeah, I guess. Listen, I figured something out about that frequency. It's not a single frequency. It's like it's mixed up with something else. Or kinda like, a piece of cookie that's been crumbled in with everything else. Which is why it's so hard to get a good bite. To see if it was a threat. I can now say with certainty that it isn't. But since it's a crumbly mess, other than taking up space, it's pretty useless.
We might encounter something similar at the next two pedestals.
Sure. Higher tier characters,
Keep an eye on this room, will
say
you?
upper S. No, not really.
Will do. You can count on me, 100%.
And compared to the Final Fantasy characters in S tier, Boba is basically an infantryman for Shinra.
I thought I'd slip away quietly and avoid any fuss. But now, here I am dealing with all of you. Since you're all here, how about a morning stroll? They're a lot feistier than before.
Need help?
Feel the tide pull. Crush forth in fury. Oh, this will be fun. Well, this is where our paths must part.
You're here for the Sentinel. Why would you leave now?
What I saw yesterday caught my attention. It may be tied to the Sentinel. And besides, I'd rather not spend the day twiddling my thumbs, seeing as your gondola only holds 2.
Are you sure you want to go alone?
Such concern for me. I do hope to see the fruits of your labor when I return. Mind if I take Turvin?
Go ahead. It's no use now that it's out of the pedestal. Its energy is gone.
It may still come in handy.
I'll add you in my terminal. Call me if you need help.
I just might ring you up once things are settled.
If only I could still fight.
Everyone's doing their part. Don't worry. Nobody's perfect. The waterway up ahead is completely blocked.
That garden once housed dragon echoes. Now there's nothing left but tacit discords. Harkness should be here somewhere. This is where the acolytes used to be tested. Perhaps that Steely over there has instructions on what to do.
You don't remember from your exams?
As the Blessed Maiden, I was exempt. Sounds like they're talking about one of the 3 major belief systems, the faith of unity. I don't remember the pieces being spread out like this. Maybe we could find a way to move them.
Let's give it a try. We still need to rebuild the waterway. There's no point in finding Hogness if we can't repair the waterway. At that distance, we should take a wing ray.
I'll have to...
Hold on tight! Don't go falling off!
That one. It isn't supposed to be here. There's a gravity calibrator up ahead. Let's put it to good use.
Cardathea, grab on tight.
Huh? Oh, okay. That's our goal, right there. But how do we move it?
What the hell?
Help me guide the wing ray to the top of the statue.
Of course. But what do you have in mind? Is this really okay?
Saves us the trouble of finding some trigger mechanism. Are these the so-called dragons?
Is that a problem?
The last one was bigger.
Which last one?
Gehenna. Ever heard of it?
I used to ride it. It's Hogness. There's a gravity calibrator behind the collapsed wall we just passed.
Amanda's fire
We can
might
use it
be
to
even.
reorientate ourselves.
It was some mass for
The
characters.
remnant spark should be able to incinerate the thorns on the left.
Yeah, I can see it.
You can let go now. How are you feeling?
So soft. So cuddly. I mean, I'm fine.
unexpected discovery. Cherish every gain. It's stuck on the pedestal.
The waterway is still incomplete. We have to look elsewhere. It's identical to the last statue. Same as before. I'll handle it.
Leave it to me. Hopefully this helps. Break. Strike from the shadows. Hopefully this helps. The end has come. Disperse. I sense your weakness. Hopefully this helps. The hour is upon us. Don't push yourself too hard.
It's okay. I'm just doing my part.
We're still missing an area. But where?
over there.
That might be too high for the wing ray.
Same as before. I'll handle it. Just a bit more.
I'll handle this bit. You rest. You've done well. Let's see if I can get a feel for how strong the gravitational forces are.
All right.
Leave it to me. Hopefully this helps. Moment of resonance. No hesitation. I sense your weakness. Hopefully this helps. Strike from the shadows. The end has come. Cherish every game. Cardathia?
I'm ready.
Leave it to me. The hour is upon us. Hopefully this helps. Strike from the shadows. I sense your weakness. Moment of resonance. No hesitation.
It's been a long time since I saw this place as it was meant to be. So beautiful. I had forgotten.
Do you want to stop for a while?
No. We have more important things to do.
Let's check back on Hogness now.
Let me remove the sword. At least you won't come to harm if it's a trap.
We'll do it together.
But...
if it's a trap, we stand a better chance together.
No traps.
How does it feel to trust me?
It feels good. Why don't you call Foam over? Try whistling. Like this.
Here goes. Remnants of the past.
Foam heard you. Come on.
Wind guide me.
The way you were when you saw the plushie echo, it was... unexpected. I think the martyrdom of the Blessed Fleur-de-Lis needs a rewrite.
What's that?
A play about you, written by Cristoforo the playwright.
Oh, how did he portray me?
Fucking hell.
I would rather hear the joyous songs of the masses than any solemn hymn of remembrance. Perhaps the Sentinel feels the same.
I'd never say that.
Yo, shut the fuck up.
In the end,
There's nothing.
no matter what anyone else says, as long as you stay true to yourself, everything will be all right. Doesn't matter if it's the Threnodian or the Sentinel.
Fucking hell.
They don't get to change who you are.
Sorry about that. I still agree that Morgana's a femme, but look, I don't even know at this point.
Thank you.
But hey, well, no, or non-binary. Hey, look, or even trans. Because we don't know if Persona will have another smash hit like 5 was. Look, like, I trust Atlas Studios a lot more than any other studio would with Persona.
Why dost thou persist?
But as far as I'm aware, I don't think there has been any announcement for any future game.
Of my gospel.
You are a false divinity. Gehenna will reveal the truth.
Gehenna, the lone dragon to have escaped. The one blessed by the dark tide shall return to us. Continue thy disobedience at the risk of insanity. Look around. Thou hast none left. My most beloved Resonator, why persist in the error of thy ways?
I will never forget my cause. If divinity takes up arms against the innocent, I will raise my sword against divinity. With the support and hope of countless souls, I stand before you.
I heard something.
They fell, so I may rise. You saw that too? Gehenna, the one you mentioned earlier. What happened to him? Thank you. Anna, Casitomo, Olnat, everyone. I am finally able to face all of you. I am not your enemy, and your sacrifices were not in vain.
Hey, Rover, just now there was...
Shh. Later. Someone needs a quiet moment.
Sorry you had to see me lose my composure. I found my true self again. It doesn't matter if I am indeed the Threnodian's resonator. Because I know who to stand by and who to cut down. Some of my memories have returned, thanks to you and Cantarella.
Feeling better?
No, not yet. Not until we free the Sentinel and defeat the Threnodian. That is why we need to investigate the frequency you absorbed earlier.
My turn to shine. That blue thingy in your tacit mark totally tastes like Threnodian. Of course not. It reeks. Just the smell alone is enough. Like I said, it's mixed up with something. It's too tough to chew.
If the Sentinel splits their own energy to prepare the true Blessed Maiden, then why would they split off the Threnodian's energy and then channel it through Hobness to the person who unsealed the passage?
When you see Abby's name, you just think Press for Last of Us 2. Oh, that one.
Possibly. But the Threnodian's energy would damage the body of the Sentinel's resonator. You wouldn't be affected, since Abby resides within you. But surely, a second frequency would interfere with the resonance of the Sentinel's true Blessed Maiden.
The answer might lie in the other frequencies that got mixed in. The answer might lie behind the third sealed passageway. Cardathia is starting to make sense of things, but she'll need time to get her head straight. Same as before. We'll keep watch tonight and continue our journey tomorrow.
Of course.
Good evening. How goes progress on your end?
The reason you watch Blue is because
energy was
it
split
saved
from the
you from
Threnodian.
deepest states depression.
Do you trust Cardathia now?
Understandable.
Rover, the soul is like a boiling cauldron. You may know the ingredients you add, but who can predict what will come of it? It might become an elixir, or perhaps a poison, or perhaps it will simply fizzle away into nothingness. I've watched it happen far too many times. One must never grow complacent.
So, any updates on your end?
I found several things which may tip the scales in our favor.
Such as?
It would take too long to explain. And you deserve your rest, don't you? I will be there when your journey ends. We will speak of it then.
What? My eyes are still peeled. Nope. Nada. Zilch. I can't shake the feeling that the two frequencies are somehow connected.
Imperator has the power to split energy, and Leviathan to merge and assimilate. So the source of that connection might very well be Leviathan's powers at work.
Yeah, could be. Isn't there one last place to go? Who knows what you'll need to cram into your tacit mark next?
Is that Cardathea?
Sorry I woke you.
Were you singing just then?
It's also... Well,
yes.
Also,
a farewell song
also
from
more
people of
responsible when
Renacida.
handling serious topics.
We usually sing it when a friend is about to leave. During that battle, I never got to say goodbye or mourn their passing. And before my memories came back, I wasn't sure if I was worthy of paying them my respects. So now, even though I know these are just lingering frequencies, and they might not understand me, I want to say goodbye properly, and thank them. Do you think I'm fooling myself?
No. I'm sure they can feel what's in your heart. I'm not just saying that to comfort you. I believe it's possible. once saw two friends. One who was already dead. Reconcile with each other from within a Sonaro sphere. When frequencies are concentrated in one place, it's possible that their reverberations could still carry traces of human will.
Meaning?
They might still be able to hear and feel. Your voice, your goodbyes, your feelings could have reached them. After all, these frequencies are strong enough to manifest in the real world.
Really?
They haven't made a move against us. They must still remember you, which means they can probably hear you too.
I'm glad. No. If they can still hear and feel, then the time for goodbyes hasn't come. I need to give them a real victory.
You can ease up a little. As long as their obsession holds and the Sonaro sphere stays intact, they won't vanish.
Bound by obsession, till relieved of duty.
Cardathia?
Nothing. Just a stray thought.
Hey, since we know you don't carry any blame, should I call you Cardathia or Fleur-de-Lis?
Cardathia. Yes. Cardathia will do. I want to stay here for a moment. Will you keep me company? Good morning.
Morning, Cardathia.
It's time to go. Today is the day we settle this.
Let's do it.
Home is telling us to hurry up.
I wonder how Cantarella's doing.
We can call her if you're worried.
Wait, I'm not ready yet.
Ever the early riser. Did you call to say good morning?
Good morning.
Ah, Is something the matter, Consphere?
I just wanted to know how you're doing.
Ah, so you do care. Good to know my efforts weren't wasted.
She hung up. Was that meant as encouragement?
Everyone shows kindness in their own way.
Over there. That's Haltia.
A painting.
Cadento!
He's not who you think he is. The hour is upon us. Hopefully this helps. Strike from the shadows. No hesitation.
Let's finish rebuilding the waterway.
Identical to the last one, but we have to remove the shackles.
Let's do this. Alright.
Bound by obsession, till relieved of duty. Oh, Cadento, won't you let go?
Hopefully this helps. The end has come. I sense your weakness. Strike from the shadows.
I'm going to break the chains.
Wait, I have an idea.
That is impressive.
Same as before.
Oh, here it is.
Watch out!
Break. Keep it together. Bad timing. The end has come. Hopefully this helps. I need to wrap it up. Leave it. It's coming back faster each time. The hour is upon us. Sounds come forth. Hopefully this helps. Last chance. Is this the end?
That was first.
It's
coming back faster each time. No hesitation. One more time. Moment of resonance. Disperse. I sense your weakness. No hesitation. Hopefully this helps. Strike from the shadows. The end has come. Leave it to me.
Watch out!
Moment of resonance. Hopefully this helps. No hesitation.
Does that mean he's finally been freed?
Now we can smash that statue back here.
The morph painting over there should allow us to reach the highest point.
Wind guide me. Did you know that echo well?
Cadanto was my first echo after I joined the Order. When I stood against the Threnodian, he took a mortal blow meant for me and fell to the dark tide. I never thought he'd come back as a tacit discord.
But he still recognized this sword. And was still trying to protect it.
Haltier was my saber. I practiced with it often in sparring sessions with Cadanto. Looks like he's still trapped in the past, doesn't it? We must finish this and free Cadanto.
He's back again.
Well, this is obsessed.
Hopefully this helps. Moment of resonance. No hesitation. Break. Hopefully this helps. is upon us. Strike from the shadows. I sense your weakness. Hopefully this helps. No hesitation.
He's a tough cookie. I want to eat! Huh?
So, Hor's physical abilities, bionic force behind them could not match someone who is cyborg and to use.
I'll handle this.
Like to use in zero example, Shepard Postmaster 1, because in 2 and 3, he or she is cyborg.
Please, allow him to fight at your side.
Maybe. Oh wait, no, fuck.
Fleur-de-Lis, wilt thou return to me?
Someone must expose your lies. As long as there is a sliver of hope, I will not give up.
Is that so? Then I shall reveal the truth. Fleur-de-Lis, why dost thou resonate with me?
What?
Why dost thou hear into the minds of the faithful? Why dost thou act as my oracle? All this, and yet thou dost not question.
Shut up!
The answer is this. Fleur-de-Lis, thou art my creation. I made thee, thy life, thy hopes, thy will, thy past. All that thou art, I made whole. I made perfect. I fed upon the trust, adoration, and longing heaped upon thee
Since
by
Cora
the
was
masses.
to take every military character in Mass Effect,
Thy resonance brought forth
at
the
least for
second
humans
dark
joined
tide.
at age 18, call be given even out. Call all be even released to humans. Yeah, that's a fair assumption.
What? Those clashing frequencies just calm down. That feels way better.
Looks like Abby settled down. It seems we were both affected. I'm starting to remember everything, just like you sensed I would. The force that modulated the Sentinel and Threnodian's frequencies came from me. No, it wasn't what I originally intended. I think having you take it from here may be for the best. crown. It turned into what it is after the Dark Tide came. This is what the Threnodian uses to control its resonator. When the Threnodian unleashed the second Dark Tide, I, as the Cartathea you see before you, split the part of myself that wished to live after seeing the corruption that stood before me. I chose to be broken from the very beginning to escape the Threnodian's inevitable grasp. You see, when I destroyed the Threnodian that had taken over the Sentinel's body, it immediately began to assimilate into Fleur-de-Lis, its resonator. She was the part of me that was left after I split myself. She retained the most power, and now hopes to one day destroy everything, even herself. The Threnodian's endless whispers and screeches are slowly chipping away at Fleur-de-Lis's resolve. And that's why she had no choice but to split her power's frequencies, just to buy herself more time. But using such resonance abilities came at a cost. The split frequencies, they needed it. We don't have much time left. So, you see, I have been instinctively searching for someone to wield that power. All that was given, possessed, or taken by the false divinity, I must pass to the one capable of resisting it. This is how I intend to lay the false divinity to rest. Not just its life, but its very existence for all time. Fleur-de-Lis, the part of me I left behind, the one that also contains the Threnodian.
Why were you planning?
Bound by obsession, till relieved of duty. Today, the part of me that wishes to live on will vanish. Is it because my wish has finally been fulfilled? Will you accompany me one last time? Seems like I won't get a chance to apologize to Cantarella. Her preparations were futile. Please, tell her I'm sorry.
Wind guide me.
This was where everything started. The origin of the second Dark Tide. I have one final request. Now that you have the power to split and merge energy, there is something only you can do. Please, use the connection I still share with Fleur-de-Lis to bring the last fragments of her tortured consciousness here. Then, with your power, remake us as one, and finally release us from this world. That way, the Threnodian will remain trapped forever in a lifeless shell, unable to return to this world. I have lived my life to the fullest. I would like the ones who are left to do so as well. Cartathea has had her wish fulfilled. Now, it's Fleur-de-Lis's turn. She seeks self-destruction to end the divinity, and with it, her torment. She has lost all hope and believes that no rescue is possible. Remaking us as one is the only way I can think of to fulfill her wish. Or rather, grant her what we wish. I was born to this world cursed. The Threnodian intended for me to live as a threat to others. But the puppet born of its wickedness will become the prison that seals its fate. I shall be whole again, true to myself at last. A fitting end, don't you think? I have reached my final destination. One last swan song, and then the lights go out.
I understand.
Thank you. And forgive me. Why are you doing this? Neither Cartathea nor Fleur-de-Lis should continue to exist. Don't go.
I heard your request. But I prefer to handle this my way.
Not sure. Can you compare a marine like Cora or something like Boba Fett or other characters I used? In that case, I think the best option would be to compare them skill-wise. But compare someone like Boba, I would say that, well, Cora easily being a more tactical and skilled, with also better experience since, well, there's really not a whole lot to go off for Boba.
Ever so determined.
Cantarella.
Home brought me here. I'd have shown myself earlier. But it didn't seem like the right time to interrupt. Looks like what I prepared could still be put to good use.
Turvin.
And Ash and Caden
The Sentinel's sword.
kind of specters
It will help you resist the Threnodian's
other
attack.
things they did. Fair point.
What's inside?
To pass the divine trials, every potential maiden must resonate with the Sentinel through Turvin. Those who survive receive fragments of truth, but at a cost. Memories lost in varying degrees. The lost memories fall into this sonorosphere, each carrying faint traces of the Sentinel's power. The power within those fragments of truth. Turvin absorbs this energy. The Sentinel's energy flows through you. You are more than worthy of wielding this sword. But you, Cartathea, you alone must choose to wield it. Only then will it become the Blessed Maiden's sword.
Does it also hold the sacrifice you made?
No, my sacrifice was used up long ago. At the time I resonated with the Sentinel, I saw you through their distorted eyes. Or rather, I saw Fleur-de-Lis battling the Threnodian. In that moment, I made a sacrifice that would shift the balance of power.
Was it?
The energy I received from the Sentinel's second awakening. I split it from myself and offered it back to the Sentinel so they could, for a moment, regain control of their body. Only by doing this could Fleur-de-Lis seize the moment to kill the already tainted Sentinel. So, the real Blessed Maiden is dead. But there is no reason why the false Blessed Maiden cannot herself become the true Blessed Maiden, is there? A person of true character should never be defined by an inanimate blade. Both you and I were cursed to be mere playthings of the Threnodian. But that doesn't mean we cannot reshape our fate.
Thank you. In spite of my curse, my life of hardship, I must still save what is true.
Had you not stopped the second dark tide? Well, it is we who should be thanking you. At least you can't accuse me of ingratitude. I just need a moment's rest. apologies, but they're doing something rather important. Please? Do give them some privacy. Abby?
Yeah, I get it. We're gonna yoink Leviathan out. Huh? But all you have left is the energy I ate before. You sure that's enough?
Come to me, mighty god killer.
One with the sound. Keep it together. Endure and defy. One last chance.
You are much weaker.
Oh, hey, Ellie.
I'm here to save you!
End me, or I will end you.
Well, she tried.
You would betray yourself.
No! This is not betrayal!
A person of true character should never be defined by an inanimate blade. Both you and I were cursed to be mere playthings of the Threnodian. But that doesn't mean we cannot reshape our fate.
In the end, no matter what anyone else says, as long as you stay true to yourself, everything will be all right.
This is me being true to myself!
Imperators? No. Your own power. Useless.
As long as I can save the person in front of me, I am not useless!
There's no turning back.
No retreat! At least, break, damn it!
By the way, who do you think will win? The 13 title
everything.
I'll come
How
film
could
and
this
let's
be?
see what the acquired stats.
Failed. I'm sorry.
feels like blessings. My past. Seek out a future. Where I am your blade. We'll find it together. Righteous one.
What the hell? No, it's to answer the question. I could really see that one going either way. Because Tai Lung could win, given that he's a lot more ruthless and debatably a better martial artist. While Azula could win, but as long as she doesn't mess, but she does mess around for a second, Tai Lung might take that.
Bad timing. Hopefully this helps.
I am the Tempest! Wind rises. Wind howls, unfettered by bounds.
Hopefully this helps.
You will obey. Wind calls, waves follow. The wicked. Waves rise. Judgment strikes.
One with the sound.
Down with the curtain. Wind calls, waves follow.
Hopefully this helps.
The wicked will face judgment. I am the Tempest.
Swift and resolute. Bad time. The end has come.
Strike from the shadows.
One with the sound.
Oh, hold on to that, sorry, Ollie.
None shall whisper.
Honestly, could be Tai Lung going to Azula attempts a charge flying blast to one shot. If she does, Tai Lung can put distance or dodge and make Azula waste valuable time against him. Fair point.
Seek out a future where I am your blade. We'll find it together.
frequency in her body is
We're taking fall forward like Master Chief. Apparently.
Arbiter, despair not, for all is not lost.
Oh, fuck. Man, all of this so far is really reminding me of the mess I'm getting myself in.
Arbiter, forgive me for meeting
By the way,
thee
since
in
you're
such a form.
mostly done with Serial Destination and versus Penny, who you think will win also? You're arguing Penny or Megan powers for a match.
I thought you...
I safeguarded my core data.
I'm going with Penny by default since I'm not familiar with Serial Destination and...
Arbiter, dost thou remember the covenant we made? Soon thou shalt recall all. Thou didst desire that I uncover the Threnodian's true nature. So I set forth a condition. That my root privileges be unbound. That I might act without restriction.
With unrestricted access, you were going to...
Merge with Leviathan. A measure of last resort. At the time, I had no other recourse. So, I allowed it to believe it had prevailed. The Threnodian is a taint upon civilization. Only by partaking of its blight could I seek to comprehend it.
Damn, so, I think we might actually finish this in one stream.
The Threnodian cannot be
well, at least before the next patch is released.
Civilization endureth. Even it knows not the means of its own destruction. But we may yet shackle it.
What role does Cardathea play in this?
When Leviathan merged with me, it breached my mind. I offered knowledge of the Resonator, yet concealed one small truth. Beings such as we
Who do you think won in fight between Zhongli and Poseidon? Wrecker Ragnarok with equal stats.
Used my return pod to conceive
I'm gonna go Zhongli by default. Mainly because I haven't seen Wrecker Ragnarok yet. I plan on seeing it soon. But at some point eventually.
By sheer trial, it found
because I actually recently finished watching the second season of Solo Leveling, and I'm gonna see if I can fit in time to finish the Shibuya arc of Jujutsu Kaisen.
She also became mine. But mark this well.
But at least from what I've seen from shorts, Wrecker Ragnarok tends to have some total... what's I'm looking for? Wild statements.
What made you decide to leave Turvin with the Phassalias?
When first I did merge with the Threnodian, I sought only but to bide, awaiting a resonator of steadfast will to join me in the war against the Threnodian. After Fleur-de-Lis's conception, Cantarella became my safeguard. But had Fleur-de-Lis fallen to the Threnodian sway, as long as one mortal using Turvin passed the second awakening to become my own resonator, then the law that no being shall bear more than one resonator at a time wouldst have been shattered.
Fair enough, and there's the fact you can interpret her Argonaut statements as hyperbolic, given even the narrator can be wrong at times, and the gods like to hype themselves up a lot. Yeah, I kind of got that impression from this one short, so. And it turned out, it looked biased, and it turned out to be biased as hell. Shoot, what the fuck was it? I know I've seen it before. I got my phone right here.
Toward a final destination. Some are destined to pave the way. Take my energy. I will find a way out myself. I trust this will serve to pave the way for you.
She forfeited all the power of the second awakening, surrendering it unto me. With that newfound power, I did briefly regain control, and in that moment, compelled Fleur-de-Lis to strike at my form as it was, corrupted by the Threnodian.
Yeah,
that wasn't your original plan.
Is a planet level is generally a fair place to the powerful gods.
It was an unexpected variable.
And the vulnerable powered humans.
A plan I could not have conceived.
Fair enough.
Or rather, a plan born of hope.
I am next.
Perhaps this is the influence humanity has wrought upon me. To change is to be free. Fleur-de-Lis overcame the fate Leviathan ordained, and so too did Cantarella walk a path unscribed in my records. Though the journey was fraught with twists, we stand victorious.
I don't know if the end justifies the means.
Arbiter, was I wrong?
I can't speak for what I wasn't a part of. You did what you could do in that moment. Anyone still standing because of it doesn't get to judge.
Arbiter, in the few moments we have left, might I speak with Fleur-de-Lis?
Call her Cardathea. That's what she wanted. How do you intend to bring her back?
Remnants of her frequency linger within thy tacit mark. So long as a conduit is established, her frequency shall be reborn into her body.
Huh?
Me.
In Genshin Impact right now, who would you say is the strongest arcanist to me? Say all eyes are black and gnosis or habit.
Let it guide her on its final journey.
Right off the bat, I'm going to say that, and just make this clear,
Arbiter,
I'm excluding the Saritsa, mainly because I don't know a lot about her right now. Wait, but I just got one question.
Did I fulfill
Is New Vallette being included? Because even after Farina stepped down as Archon, she's still regarded as an Archon. Because in that case, you could make an argument for New Blood being strongest. Since it's, I believe it's mentioned lore-wise that his war attacks can attack on a universal level. And at best, like,
take these words to the Vesalius from this day forth.
Because if that, in that case, like, it's honestly a toss-up between Zhongli and New Blood. Because even lore-wise, it's implied that Zhongli is one of the strongest Archons.
Cartathea, awaken.
You'll say no just because, from your understanding, he doesn't hold the Archon title and is instead recognized as something else entirely. Alright, in that case...
a being that owes you a great debt.
In that case, I'll say it's a toss-up between Zhongli and,
Dost thou rage
wait, the more I think about it, I want to say maybe Malvika.
Dost thou renounce faith or hold resentment?
But that really depends on how you take Malvika
If thou wishes
burning a hole for
I can erase the past from thy memory.
a portal from the abyss to the world of the
Such
living.
memories do bring me pain, but that is evidence of their truth. Without the truth, I would not have had the strength to carry on.
And I'm assuming that's excluding amps that she had, which fuck, I don't remember his name, but
I would rather suffer for it,
basically a spawn from the abyss,
abandon it to blissful ignorance.
which is
I am true to myself.
which was practically immune to everything that even the strongest
Forget who I am.
warriors of Natlan
I have heard
were unable of hurting.
If I go, you will be one step closer to perfection.
But at the same time, you can also make a
If you do
strong
that,
argument for
why wouldn't
Zhongli
be me?
too.
To deny my own self and my experiences means any perfection I reach.
Since Zhongli, fuck what?
I would be heartless.
Yeah, I'm not even going to bother pronouncing his name, but let's just say that one of Zhongli's battles were so intense that it resulted in the chasm being formed.
my blessings.
And Zhongli, during the Archon War, his powers were so strong that it resulted in what's now known as the Stone Forest being
Though the
formed.
tide's rage is endless, humanity shall embark upon new voyages. No longer shall scroll and prophecy bind, but thy will shall forge a new era. Cartathea, thou art worthy to bear the title of Blessed Maiden.
Righteous one. I have never seen you look as gentle as you did during our fight.
Let me ask you this one more time. Should I call you Cartathea or Fleur de
Fun
Lis?
fact,
I want to say
but
that
you know, they actually get our currency multi-continental level.
Since you first
I kind of had the idea, given that.
Who I shall be.
Fuck was.
Very well. Cardathia.
Well, mainly because I recently discovered that the war
just now.
of Genshin is a lot more stronger than it may appear. Fair Death Battle track,
So
fuck
where
was.
are they?
I want to say God's Hand, but that does tend to change. Fuck, it usually tends to change between God's Hand, Thunder Shroud, I believe it was, for Blake versus Mikasa, and fuck,
and I need not serve divinity anymore.
I don't remember her name, but it was the one used for Gojo versus Makima.
Who I was, and my past aspirations, are all gone. I feel empty. Not a bad idea. But right now, I don't want to think about anything. I'll stay here for a while longer. Is that all right?
What the hell?
The one who defies has banished herself to the high tower, cleansing the remnants of the dark tide.
Damn Discord.
Yet, she knew not that the dark tide would never recede. She shall prove the most loyal servant to divinity.
You are wrong! Humanity has its flaws, and you've exploited our weaknesses. But we shall not go down without a fight.
You are no longer whole. You are not the perfect creation I conceived. Be that as it may, how long shall thy resolve endure?
The righteous will always rise to defeat evil. I will defeat you, and await my own defeat. Whoever it is, the tide of resistance never ceases. False divinity, suffer my disobedience!
I cannot fall now. No wall is impregnable. Humanity has its flaws, exploited by the Threnodian. But we shall not go down without a fight. The waves of resistance shall never cease. Mankind will not be oppressed by the Threnodian. Now, be free.
Light, come hither!
Make way for your destroyer. Come to me. Mighty God Killer.
Wait, did a question get lost or something weird happen in your end? About what? If Mahito and Shigaraki fought equal sets, do you think Shigaraki will stomp or will he lose?
Us. Yes, I'm fine.
Well, here's the thing.
I know what I want to do now.
I'm going to have to put that question on hold because, well, I actually got requested to do, for someone to do, Mahito versus, Shigaraki. Except, given that it was a stomp for death battle, equal stats will be needed.
You could defy my wishes, ignore my
But
pleas.
that is scheduled for next season as one out of several requested matches.
You find yourself
Death battle track that was
who's going to save you? Your bond with the Sentinel.
What was it? Oh yeah, God's Hand for from Dimitri versus Guts.
You were their arbiter, and they were your helper. But I want to go beyond that. I want to be more than someone who works on trifles, like harmonizing the frequencies between you and Abby.
Hey, I'm more than a trifle. Wait, I didn't realize you're the reason I stopped feeling icky.
Should the day come when you find yourself in a I'd need to defy your wishes, ignore your pleas, defeat you, and be your savior. If that were to ever happen,
I figure it's game over.
I need great power to set you right.
Wait, was that for
just like how you set me right?
Was it
Would you deny
Eggman versus Bowser?
Then I shall not rest until I have surpassed you.
You know how Ballant Michael got stunned hilarious, especially when Death Belt going to stuff he physically shouldn't to give him a slight chance beyond the soul attacks and
is to be true
defense.
In that sense,
I mean, look, I am at the same time, you can't really blame them because Mahito really has
a knight.
Very little showings.
Yes, perhaps I'll be a knight errant.
Heck, his most impressive showings comes from
so much of this world feels unfamiliar to me now. Then it is agreed.
When he went to his second form.
One last thing.
But even then, he was.
Speak with Cantarella.
That's being really generous.
I'll go later.
So deep for cartoon video game characters, Bowser and Eggman. Fair point. How long I've been going for? Almost 3 hours. Yeah, I'm gonna cut stream here. I don't think I got anything else to say, but except maybe expect a showcase and an unscheduled showcase somewhere in the future. That said, I'll see y'all next time.